Welcome to MJ Sailing. We're Matt and Jessica, a couple that left Michigan for the nomadic lifestyle 7 years ago. Recently, we refitted an aluminum boat to sail to the Arctic and explore some of the more remote areas of the planet. Thanks for joining the adventure.
Okay.
So not blowing the dinghy up with the...
With the hose with the big crack in it?
Guess
no.
not.
Okay, so...
No foot pump?
Well, we've got this guy for the actual hand pump. I don't know if it's the same connector. Oh, nope. Can't attach that there. Can't attach that there. Can attach that. That doesn't help us out.
So what have you got now?
Well, we lost, 6 to 8 inches off of the hose. Hey!
Inflation! Got the dinghy inflated. We did an outboard test yesterday. Oars are getting attached. I think we might be
Those bad boys up.
ready for a trip ashore.
Inaugural trip ashore for 2020.
Let's go grab our guest of honor. There she is! Georgie girl, are you ready to go exploring on shore? Yeah! This is so exciting. You haven't been able to run around in months and months.
Push off. Enjoying your car ride, Georgie Cat?
We're just out and about exploring to see what's up the river. Again, still don't know, Lynher. And so we pulled the dinghy ashore in a place called Wacker Quay. Georgie has found her first grass of the year. She's quite happy. Some dogs running down the beach and some trails. And it just looks like a lovely day to do a little exploring on shore.
Yeah, I don't think we're actually going to make or be able to go anywhere because all she wants to do is eat grass right now. It has been 7 months since she's seen it, 8 months at least since she's seen grass, so this is a very, very big celebration for her.
We're still so close to the summer solstice right now that the sun doesn't set until well after 9 p.m. And so even though we're out right now and I think it's just after 5 p.m., it feels like the afternoon is just starting. There's no thought about going back to the boat and starting dinner at all.
Oh, this looks like this would actually be a nice little trail.
Is it?
Yeah.
Any chance she would make it today?
No way analogy.
Nope. I was hoping this would be a nice, enjoyable walk for the family, but it's turned into an all-about Georgie afternoon. As per usual. wherever the cat wants to go.
It's this way. The dinghy's this way.
I think she's at her I've had it phase.
You've reached your breaking point. Whoa, and you're all dusty now. Well, ready to go home?
Okay. It's time to go home.
Yeah.
At least we got out for a little bit today, right, Georgie?
She's like, I want to hide in the bush.
Our plan to take the dinghy to St. Germain. It's not working out too spectacularly. We're trying to ride the tide in. I think we're a little too early. You got mad behind the oars now.
Yeah, unfortunately there isn't enough water here to run the outboard or to get our butts actually in there, so.
That's good because we got time and the tide's only going up.
We're in like a little eddy right now that is circling this. Just temporary island.
Yeah. But look at the beautiful sights around us, and you can even see the viaduct up there. It's all an experience anyway.
It's just a beautiful day out here, so.
Perfect. If only we had thought to bring a beer. We were trying to go to the pub to get one. We're getting delayed. Slowly, slowly making our way closer. There might be an entrance around the bend here.
Might be.
Oh my gosh. There could potentially be enough high water to get through here. I have to find out.
So excited.
I'm just enjoying this ride.
I know.
And behind us, back where Dandy Hole is, so green and lush right now. Got sandpipers along the coast here. And it looks like just enough deep water to maybe get through here. La 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 la, such a beautiful day.
It is. It's like kind of whitewater rafting where the current is actually, as you can see, it's not me really moving us. It's the current moving us. I'm just steering.
Not quite what I expected for a dinghy landing, but by the time we come back to it, the tide should be up, and hopefully I'm not trudging through mud. Don't think I wore the right shoes today for this.
We're tied off. Yeah. Sure.
Okay. And bring our recycling in. Oh yeah, this is the kind of squishiness. Squish, squish.
What a cool, fancy dinghy storage.
St. Germans is a village in East Cornwall on the River Tiddy. It is now known for its viaduct, first opened in May 1859, and sits 106 feet above the quay. One big draw of St. Germans is their Norman church, which became Cornwall's cathedral in the year 926 when King Athelstan made Conan the first Cornish bishop. As we made our way through, we found that the pub, along with the shop, the church, and most everything else, was still closed due to COVID. A beautiful town out in the countryside though, we could see it being the perfect vacation spot for those looking to unwind in a quiet and charming corner of Cornwall. Is there a kitty out here enjoying the sunset? And you're really enjoying boat life again, aren't you? Yeah, you can freely roam the dock again. Look at this. I had to come out for one more moment just as the sun is ducking under the trees. It's so quiet out here. It's so peaceful. And it feels so good being back at anchor again. When we were in lockdown, Plymouth was a great place to be. We still had a lot right within reach, but now that we're kind of free to roam again, this is just perfection, and we are so thankful and so lucky to be out here. I'm not used to having this pre-lunch activity time since most of our mornings at the marina were just kind of spent having coffee and getting into the day, but now it is time to move our boat again. So we're going to leave from the Lynher River at just by Dandy Hole and get ourselves back to the Plymouth Sound. So we're going to have to see what kind of boat activity there is there. So you think there's going to be any spots for us down at Barn Poole?
I hope so.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we'll just go to, what is it, Cawsand?
Cawsand.
Yeah, we'll just move around the bay if that area doesn't work out.
Yeah, we've seen a number of boats pass going towards the Plymouth Sound since we've been here. Just behind us that way is Dandy Hole and the town of St. Germans we were in the other day. And lots of traffic going this way out towards the River Tamar and the Plymouth Sound. So who knows, by the time we get back there after not having seen it since restrictions lifted, it could be jam-packed full of boats. So I might be scrambling to find a place. Who knows? We'll find out. That's part of the fun. Do we need to get the anchor ball down real quick?
Anchor ball down, dinghy, it's fine right there. As long as we don't back down on it. Yeah.
Oh, now we're good.
Remote in my pocket.
Make ourselves a cup of coffee for the road, and I think we should be good for this whole 6-mile journey. I know. We're really busting ourselves today. Anchor is up. Woo. We're on the way. Doesn't it feel good to say that again?
It does.
We're on our way. That wind direction really seems to have changed since we got out of the one river into Tamar, and it looks like as soon as we go around this bend here we're going to be right into it. So very short sail with the sail up kind of sucks, but I mean we'll be going down that for half a mile, turn the bend, and there's our anchorage. So really just a short ride altogether. Georgie girl, you came back out.
there wind?
We're getting the wind on the nose now. Might have to bring the head sail in.
Yeah.
It was good while it lasted. Georgie girl, I think you're really gonna like this spot. It's pretty. We're still at 128. Yeah, we got a ways to go in. We knew there was a number of extraordinary sights to see, but according to the weather, this was the only nice day we had to get out and see them. Gathering some of our gear after lunch, we jumped at the chance to go ashore, hike through parts of the southwest coastal path, and take a look at the Edgecumbe Estate at the top of the hill. What cool grounds. I can only imagine what it was like living here when this house was still built and the surrounding areas hadn't been built up yet, so you're just looking over at the harbor in Plymouth and just all of the rolling hills, and you have this huge estate and gardens. I can definitely see why strolls through the gardens were so important back in like the 17th and 18th century now. This Tudor-style house was built in 1547 and has been the principal seat of the Edgecumbe family. Many of served as members of Parliament until the 18th century, when one member of the household rose to baron, and later his son advanced to the rank of earl. In 1971, the 7th Earl sold the estate to Cornwall City Council and Plymouth City Council. The interiors have been restored to 18th century style, and it has been open to the public for tours since 1988. Just as we always ask a question of like why this or why that, there's always a sign explaining to it. We're kind of wondering, with such large grounds, why was this estate not bigger? So there is a sign here explaining it, but we did find out that it actually used to stretch from where it ends here. They've since added these gardens, but it used to come all the way to this property here. So yeah, it was once quite massive. So what is it we have here?
These are apparently called Anderson shelters. The British government gave out 1.5 million of these to families to erect and kind of bury actually in their own property or in their own house. Anywhere that was a place that where there could get blitzed. So you'd bury this basically a meter under the ground and dig a little entrance obviously to it, but this is where your family was supposed to go in case there was something happening. If the air raid sirens went, you went into this.
So I think it had said here on the sign as well that if your family earned less than 250 pounds a year, you're given one for free. If you had to pay for it, it was £7 for your very own shelter.
Bomb shelter.
Can't see it now, but down in this area is Millbrook, where the multi-hull center Dascats are. And look how much the river dries out at low tide. It It is crazy how much water leaves this place. Just taking a long route, the coastal footpath, to get back to Elements eventually, and we came across this really cool outlook into the Plymouth Sound. Right at the breakwater, looking outside the harbor. Such a beautiful day. It's going to be raining all day tomorrow, day after that, so we're really, really lucky that we're able to get out now. Big steps. Jog down them. The entire Ramshead Peninsula is now a popular tourist attraction, with walkers following paths along the length of the Plymouth Sound. Wow, that was an amazing hike. I cannot say enough good things about it. You can go all the way out to the coastline, but that's more than we had time for today. So we limited ourselves to about 4 hours. And the good news is the water has not come up to the dinghy yet. We weren't sure if we'd be wading back to it just because we're on our way to high tide. Kind of gave ourselves a time limit of when we had to be back because we thought the tide would be up to it. And yeah, we're a little early, so all is still good there. And it ended up getting cloudy and kind of cold, to be honest. Yeah, just this front rolled through, and I don't know if it's the tides either or ship traffic coming through, but it's been pretty rolly for the past few hours as well. So once the tide changes again in a few hours, we'll have to see if it calms down. But still a pretty cool place to be. Tomorrow's going to be errand running, but I'm so happy that we got out for our hike today and got to see all these grounds and beautiful sights when the sun was out.